Just sit right back and hear him tell the tale of a podcast crew who gather around their mighty drink to give their point of view. As man is a panel spy, he shows that he has fun, and Donnie, our host, will jump along, guiding us through the storm, guiding us through the storm. Big T's our rocky, keeps us true, he often gets his say, and just alive he knows the girls will everything dragons way, and everything dragons way. The Mad Dragon podcast is a journey unforeseen, with Tasman and Donnie to the and there's Big T and Coco, just the start, Mazza and the other crew, here on the Mad Dragon podcast.
Well, g'day Dragons fans, and welcome to another edition where we're going through the best 17s of all our panel members. We've heard from quite a few going through both their forwards and their backlines. We heard from Liam back on the 4th of January with his forward pack, so we're sort of doing it in reverse order for the young Scoop. But today we're going to have a bit of a chat to Liam about his backline. We're about halfway through January now, mate. You're starting to get excited about the trial games coming up? You're starting to get excited about the season ahead, or is it still summertime and you spend your time at the beach,
I'm just excited.
having a fat time?
I'm just bloody excited to have the footy back. It's been a long time waiting.
Absolutely. Well, still got a little while to go yet. We'll have the junior reps pretty soon. They won't be too far away from the young Dragons and Steelers getting out on the park. But we've still got a little while to go before we get into the trials. So let's I'll just shift you over to this side so we can chuck you as being the main man on the screen. And if this works, Santa Claus didn't bring me a new laptop, so maybe it's time for the Mad Dragon to do a bit of an upgrade there. No, that's me. Try this again. Drop. No. There we go. Now we've got you. You're the main man. This is your backline. It's got a fairly familiar feel to it. Clint Gutherson at fullback, Tuapolotu and Tyrell Sloan on the wings, Holmes and Sully in the centres, and then you've got Flanagan and Ilias in the halves. Most people have a fairly similar sort of backline. Was there any positions or any players on here that you considered other options?
I was tossing up for who my winner's going to be, and I'm like, because we've got Tyrell Sloan, Christian Tuapolotu, Matt Feeney, and Michaela Ravalala as our four main winners for the squad. I'm like thinking Christian Tuapolotu was a no-brainer choice. He was definitely going to get picked to be on the wing. And then I was tossing up between Tyrell Sloan, Michaela Ravalala, and Matt Feeney. I'm like, Tyrell Sloan would definitely get moved to be the other winner, because Michaela Ravalala, I don't see him being with us beyond 2024. I don't see him coming back into the side and maybe even looking at getting moved on, which potentially could happen. But Matt Feeney, I reckon he's going to be the backup fullback for Clint Gutherson just in case. And then for the other option, I was thinking for my number 6, I was tossing up between Kyle Flanagan or Lycan Kintogia, and I'm like, Shane Flanagan won't move his son out unless there's going to be injury at hooker or in the halves. But I'm like, Flanagan and Lachlan Ilias will be the first choice halves pairing. But later on through the year, I reckon it's going to be like in Kentucky and Carlsland getting the halves with Lachlan Ilias on the bench.
Absolutely, mate. Well, yeah, obviously the centre is pretty straightforward. I think, as you said, Clint Gutherson. You expecting Gutho to be the captain?
Oh, definitely. I've just been watching and reading news articles, and it all but looks certain that Clint Gutherson is going to be our captain for a few years to come.
Well, yeah, I don't think there's too much more to discuss there. I think you covered off on it pretty nicely. As I said, just about everybody on the panel has the same backline. There's a couple of differences here and there, or a couple of curly ones that get thrown in by some of the panel members, the usual suspects, so myself included in the usual suspects there. But yeah, generally speaking, most people have fairly similar backlines to what you've put up, and I don't know whether the people out there agree or not. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. Do you think any of that will change after, depending on form in the trials, or do you think that's pretty locked in?
I think it's pretty much locked in, but we'll see. Because throughout the year, we might have a few debutants come through, like Benjamin Johnson and a few of the other guys that we've got playing New South Wales Cup, and Jersey Flag even might have a chance if injuries strike us.
Well, let's hope the injury curse stays away from the Dragons in 2025. We're getting set for a big season. Thanks once again to Scoop for taking us through his thoughts on the 1-7 for the Dragons that, well, as his tagline below says, takes the Dragons into the top 8 in 2025. Come on, Dragons fans. Fire up.
Coco is at Panel's heart, she wears it on her sleeve. As Mustard tells tales of Dragons wins and tuna victory. Tony and the MV crew will do their very best. Hitting up topic and I digress with a red V on our chest. The Mad Dragon podcast is a sheep of camaraderie, navigating rants down rabbit holes in the land of big red bees. And so our panelists speak the tales, our friendship is our dream. The Mad Dragon podcast, funded by